I think Dennis Schröder is one of the most underrated point guards in the league. And any guard or player who wants to attack the rim better can learn a lot from him. Yes, of course, he's one of the fastest players in the league, so if you're a fast player, this applies to you a lot. But even if you're not, trust me, there's a lot of value here in some of the things that he does that will make you seem faster, help you get by defenders easier, and play with a similar level of electricity. Alright, so in today's Grow the Game shoutout, where we highlight one player we've met or worked with, this is our guy Manny, who I'm sure you guys have seen in plenty of videos, and he just wrapped up his first pro season back in Australia, and now he's applying that same work ethic and perseverance to keep moving up in the ranks. I'll be in Australia this month, so I'll get a chance to reunite and work with him, so we'll have an update coming soon. Let's get to it. So I'd definitely say his signature or bread and butter is using these rotation dribbles with a speed change, where he's kind of turning his body as he's switching speeds. Now, we've all seen this highlight, which is kind of the pinnacle of this technique, but this happens in a few different ways. Number one, where he's pretty much fully turning to act like he's about to retreat, and then going. Obviously, this one's a little bit more exaggerated. You can see why this is catching the defender off guard, but again, implementing that speed change is a very important component. Number two, he's just turning 90 degrees, so kind of towards the sideline, and whether he's acting like he's setting up a screen or just looking at his offense or his coach or something, you can see the defender relax a little bit, and as soon as that happens, he goes. Now he has that momentum, that head of steam. All of these obviously create some unpredictability and lull defenders to sleep or redirect their attention, but it can also help get a bit more explosiveness on the drive. Notice how now he has his foot in a really good position to project from, and he's also able to use that rotational power through the trunk to explode. Just try it out next time you're on the court. I bet you'll feel a difference. But you'll notice something more here. The best players are the best actors, and he's a personification of this. It's not just the rotation, but the quote-unquote acting he does to sell it. He waves over for a screen, relaxes his face, opens his eyes. It's really just one big facade he's putting on, and that's why defenders probably scout it and still get got. Also, again, he's clearly one of the faster players in the league, but part of what makes this so dangerous is that he's always able to find momentum to use it. Whether it's a quick retreat to now get forward momentum, attacking from deep or closer to half court, and these little hops, skips, or pushes to get him rolling. Once he has a momentum advantage, it's tough to stop. You also notice his ability to re-angle his drives. So when at times he doesn't get the best angle on his initial attack, he'll make a super quick adjustment. So you'll see sometimes he'll use kind of that lateral stab step, or instead of just projecting him forward like a regular step, he's still moving forward, but it's also a quick bounce out slightly to the side to create a bit more of an angle when needed. Regardless of how he does it, he's unbelievably persistent with his drive, even if it seems like the defender may cut him off. He's gonna find a way to get an advantage. It's crazy. Watch how he literally ducks or leans into the defender to get in front. And then is still able to regain a good position to finish. He'll literally have his shoulder or ribs at the defender's thigh at times, which number one makes it tough for them to move comfortably, and number two makes it easier for him to sneak in and close that angle now. Oh, and if you combine this with a really active off arm that's pushing the defender backwards, I can't even imagine guarding this. Then once he gets to the rim, obviously he's got to finish, which usually comes down to these super quick finishes, where he'll get the ball from the dribble into the air crazy quickly. Obviously this takes very good ball control to be able to gather and get it up onto the backboard in a split second, but it's more. Notice the footwork too. He almost always goes from his right foot when driving right and left foot when driving left, and many times it's kind of a 1.5 foot finish. It's not a 1 foot, it's not a 2 foot, he's getting this right foot down quickly, almost like he would if he were jumping off 2 feet, and then the left foot comes up as he's jumping. So it's a bit quicker than a 2 foot finish, and is still super unpredictable, which is why defenders never get to it. Plus, you can tell he doesn't overthink this or try to aim the finish every time. It's too fast for that. So he's literally just trusting it and letting it fly, which comes with practice, but is an absolute must if you're looking to apply these types of finishes. And having the ability to finish like this helps him a lot, because although he's pretty good at creating contact on the drives, he doesn't have to every time, nor does he have to get past the defender every time. Really just on their hip or get a small advantage, which gives him enough of a window to quickly put up that finish. Then when he does get pushed off his line a bit, or the help steps over early, he's also good at adjusting and finishing moving away from the basket like here. Alright, so how does he put all this together? Well, a big part of this is how he plays very composed and calm. Despite being one of the faster, more electric players in the league, he's able to control the overall pace of the game to slow it down, take his time to literally come to a standstill coming off a ball screen and let the play develop and buy time to create, and even be super patient on the catch. As we know, without being able to slow down, fast players are very limited, so he covers both sides of the spectrum to keep defenders honest.
1, on the last couple of meetings at the Eurobasket against France, different Eurobaskets, obviously. Ties for 3.
To keep it real, another piece of what keeps defenders honest is his confidence shooting the ball. Would you rather have him shoot? Probably, since he's such a talented driver, but despite being known as a pretty bad shooter by many, he shot 33 to 38% from 3 most of his career, and more importantly just lets it fly with confidence most times. Even if this subconsciously brings the defender a few inches towards him in terms of how they play him, this can make a big difference. Especially because you rarely see a player who can literally just drive by on a straight line to the rim and finish consistently. But he's able to do that. And you'll notice also that the way he speeds up is kind of unique, at least to me. I may be tripping, but it looks like such a smooth acceleration. One that almost deceives you in a way. With some players, it's such a forceful explosion that it's a bit more predictable. With him, he speeds up so effortlessly that I'd imagine these defenders aren't even expecting him to be moving this fast. It's just one of the benefits of being a super fluid, effortless player. And finally, with some players, you can see their psychological makeup and how they play. I think Schröder is one of these players, at least in terms of his unbreakable confidence and the energy he plays with. You can see it in how he moves. It contributes to his ability to get to the rim, to how defenders play him, to everything. Again, this isn't an easy quality to develop, but if you can start to exude this confidence too, it'll open up a lot for you. So as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you took something from this video that you can apply. Make sure to check out all the programs in our virtual academy, as well as the camps link in the description to see if I'm coming to a country near you soon.